ಹಲೋ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು 31ನೇ ದಿವಸ ಭಾರತ್ ಜೋಡೋ ಯಾತ್ರಾದು. ಇದು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಜಿನು 3ನೇ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸು. 2 ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೇರಳನಲ್ಲಾಯಿತು, ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು 35 ನಿಮಿಷ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸು. ನಾನು ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟಿ ಪತ್ರಕರ್ತರು, ಕನ್ನಡ ಪತ್ರಕರ್ತರು ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಿಂದಿ पत्रकार को मैं दूंगा, बाद में अंग्रेजी पत्रकार से सवाल लूंगा. 5 ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕನ್ನಡನಲ್ಲಿ, 4 ಯಾರು ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ?
ಹಲೋ, Rahul ji, welcome to Karnataka. My name is Prasanna Gavkar from TV9 Kannada. मेरा क्वेश्चन है, कर्नाटका इज ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर जैसे लग रहा है एएस नेशनल कांग्रेस को. पॉजिटिव वाइब्रेशन है कर्नाटका कांग्रेस में, लेकिन अंदर से थोड़ा कन्फ्लिक्ट्स और फैक्शनल पॉलिटिक्स आल्सो किलिंग इनसाइड फ्रॉम द कांग्रेस. सो हाउ डू यू सॉल्व इट? सॉल्व इट.
Your statement that Karnataka is like an oxygen cylinder, I think this is a little demeaning to the people of Karnataka. I don't like this statement. As far as our party is concerned, we are not a fascist party, right? We are a party that believes in conversation. We are a party that believes in discussion, and we are perfectly happy to have different viewpoints in the party. However, everybody in the party understands that in order to win the election, they have to work together, they have to work as a team, and that is exactly what is happening, and that is exactly what is going to happen.
I thought by giving you priority you will ask questions in Kannada. You are asking questions in some other language. Yes, ma'am.
No, you can give him one more chance to ask one in Kannada if he wants.
No, please, let her please ask.
I will ask in English if Mr. Jairam Ramesh doesn't take offense. Anusha Ravi from South First. Mr. Gandhi, you've already traveled through 3
No, but are they asking in Kannada? They are asking in English? Huh?
No, but regional... but
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ.
No, you ask in Kannada, so people will understand. He can translate. There's no problem.
I will also...
I'll also learn a little bit of Kannada.
ನೀವು ಇದುವರೆಗೂ 3 ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಭಾರತ್ ಜೋಡೋ ಯಾತ್ರೆ ನಡೆಸಿದಿರಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿರಿ. One thing that southern states always have a concern is about national parties not paying attention to federal structures and regional aspirations. Do you believe, as the Congress party, highlighting or strengthening federal structures and regional aspiration is the political counter to unitary approach that the BJP shows in one nation, one everything?
I don't just think it is a political counter. I think it is a nature of the Indian Union. If you recall my speech in Parliament, I quoted the Constitution, where I clearly said that the Constitution states that India, Bharat, is a union of states. That means that all our languages, all our states, all our traditions have an equally important space in this union. So I don't just view that as a political counter. I view that as the nature of our country.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. I'm
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
Mallesh.
ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಪ್ಪ.
Sir, good afternoon. I'm Mallesh from Vistara News, Kannada. So, central government bans the PFI organization. So, BJP alleged that Congress is associated and supporting PFI in all over the country. What is your party reaction and what is your stand?
My view is, and I've been saying it in speech after speech after speech, that it does not matter who the person spreading hatred in India is. It does not matter which community they come from. Spreading hatred and violence in India is an anti-national act, and we will fight anybody who spreads hatred and violence in this country.
ಮಧು ಸರ್, ಒಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋ? ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಪ್ಪ. ಹಾ ಹೇಳಿ, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೇಳಿ.
Sir, one second.
See, you're so lucky.
Kannada.
You're so lucky. This is a Congress.
Sorry.
You're so lucky. This is a Congress press conference, because all this, I want a question. BJP press conference में ये allow नहीं होता है. There'll be only one guy. He'll be asking all the questions.
बीजेपी के नेता प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करते ही नहीं है.
नहीं, वो नेता नहीं करते, but उनका कोई ना कोई तो करता है.
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಸರ್ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಆಕಾಶ್ ಅಂತ.
Can we be silent so I can hear what the gentleman is saying?
My name is मेरा नाम आकाश है, बेंगलुरु न्यूज़ 1 का रिपोर्टर. सर ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್.
Can you speak in the mic?
ಆಕಾಶ್ ಸೋನಾಳೆ ಅಂತ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು 1 ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟರು. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಈಗ AICC ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಕಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಕೂಡ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ್ರು. ಅವರು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ, ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರ ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನೇ ನಡೆದ್ರು ಈ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ, ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ನಾಮಕೆ ವಾಸ್ತೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಡೆಯುವಂತಹ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರ ಆರೋಪ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಏನು ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ?
You are having organizational elections on the 17th, and the fear is that for the first time a non-Gandhi family, two candidates, whoever wins will be remote controlled by either Sonia Gandhi or you. So what is this farce of an election you are contesting?
Well, first of all, there is an election taking place, so I don't want to give my opinion on this election. Second of all, both the people who are standing have a position, have a perspective, and are people of stature and people of understanding. So I don't think either of them is going to be a remote control. And I think frankly this tone is insulting to both of them.
Haji, green shirt.
Sir.
Green shirt, ha. ಹೇಳಿಪ್ಪ, ಬೇಗ ಹೇಳಿ. ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಡಿಪ್ಪ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ಮೈಕು ಮೊನೋಪ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ.
ಸರ್ ಹೇಮಂತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪವರ್ ಟಿವಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟರು. ಸರ್, ಭಾರತ ಐಕ್ಯತಾ ಯಾತ್ರೆ ಮೂಲಕ ಭಾರತವನ್ನ ಜೋಡಿಸ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಖಂಡ ಭಾರತವನ್ನ ಒಡೆದಿದ್ದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವರು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಜೋಡಣೆ ಯಾತ್ರೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಫಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ?
Why are you doing Bharat Jodo Yatra when you're being hailed as the people who were responsible for the partition of India? What are you doing the Bharat Jodo for when you divided India in 1947?
I mean, look, last I recall that it was leaders of the Congress party who fought the British, who spent years in jail. Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel, all these people, they gave their lives fighting the British. In my study of history, in my understanding, the RSS was helping the British. In my understanding, Savarkar used to get a stipend from the British. These are historical facts, and these are not facts that the BJP can hide, right? The party that fought for independence and created a mass movement for independence, the party that helped bring the constitution, the party that brought the Green Revolution, that's the Congress party. And it's interesting that the BJP comes out with these comments. But if you look at the historical truth, the BJP was nowhere to be found in the freedom struggle. And the BJP is singularly dividing the nation and spreading hatred in this nation. Spreading hatred, dividing the nation are not things that help the nation. That is why we are doing the Bharat Jodo Yatra. And I would like to also say to you that it is not just me doing the Bharat Jodo Yatra. There are now lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of people who are doing the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So this is not just the expression of the Congress party, this is the expression of the people of India, and the people of India are tired of the type of politics that is being done. They are tired of the price rise, they are tired of unemployment, and they are tired of the immense wealth that a few people are gaining.
ಹರೀಶ್
ಸರ್
ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಕೇಳಿ
ಸರ್ ಮಸೂದ್ ಅಂತ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಟಿವಿಯಿಂದ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಂಡೇಟ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 2023 ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಂಡೇಟ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜೆಡಿಎಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸ್ತೀರಾ? ಈಗ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಜೆಡಿಎಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಇದೆ, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಇದೆ. ನೀವೀಗ ಹೇಳೋ ಆನ್ಸರು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಗೂ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಜೆಡಿಎಸ್ಗೂ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಜೆಡಿಎಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ ಸರ್.
Have you kept your options open for an alignment with the JDS in case you don't have a clear mandate next year?
Well, these are questions that are better answered by PCC president and CLP leader and the Congress party as a whole in Karnataka. However, I am pretty certain that Congress party is going to win the election hands down. But I think this question you can ask to the two of them.
Yes, Harish.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
1 minute.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. Last question, please. Please, sir,
There
please.
is Jairam, just 1 second.
Sir,
In my answering your question, in my experience over the last few days, and I have spoken to many people, spoken to farmers, spoken to laborers, spoken to small business owners, what I'm hearing from them is they are tired of the level of corruption, 40% commission that this government is charging on everything. They are disturbed by the price rise and they are struggling with the levels of unemployment that Karnataka is facing. It is on these 3 points that I am basing my earlier observation that the Congress party is going to win the election hands down.
Okay, go ahead. Kelly.
sir, my name is Mahesh. I am representing BTV Media. Sir, what is the reason the Indian National Congress is opposing NEP? What's the main fact?
Why are you opposing the new education policy? The Nagpur education policy?
Yeah, we are opposing the new education policy because it is an attack on the ethos of our country. It distorts our history, our culture. We are opposing it because it concentrates power. It concentrates power in the hands of a few people and takes away power and centralizes the education system. We want a decentralized education system. We want an education system that reflects our history and our tradition and our languages.
Yes, Harish. Kelly pa, Kelly. 1 ನಿಮಿಷ pa, 1 ನಿಮಿಷ. Sir, rule follow ಮಾಡೋಣ. Harish. ಹೇಳಿ. ಕೇಳಿ.
Objective, as I have stated again and again, is to bring India together. Objective from my perspective is not 24 election. I am seeing that India is being divided. Violence is being spread in our society. And this is damaging for our country. Bharat Jodo Yatra is aimed at raising 3 fundamental issues that are interconnected. The first issue is the violence, the hatred that the BJP and the RSS are spreading, the division of the country that they are carrying out. The second issue is the massive concentration of wealth that they are enforcing, allowing to happen. This is resulting in a few people getting very, very rich and the destruction of the backbone of India's economy, small and medium businesses and farmers, and that is in turn resulting in a collapse in employment. So India is heading towards an unemployment disaster. And the third reason is the massive increase and continuous unrelenting increase in prices. This is why we are doing the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
ಎರಡನೇ ಹರೀಶು. ಕೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
So he's saying that you accuse the government of 40% commission, but the BJP is saying all the Congress leaders are out on bail. So what do you have to say on that?
Well, as we know, the BJP uses and the RSS use India's institutions to attack India's political class. This is a tactic that they have been using, and this is how they topple governments, pressure politicians, and every single person understands this and knows this in detail.
Rahul, my name is Jayaprakash Ramaya. I'm from ITV Network. This question to Rahul Gandhi as a person. It's been more than a month since you started this Yatra.
Sure.
How has the experience been? Has these experiences led to some kind of resolution inside you? Has it changed you as a person? There's so much of love showered on you. So, kids running up to you. So teachers coming and holding your hand. There's so much of emotions which are running high. As a person, how has it affected you? Has you made any resolutions? Because this comes from the backstory of a narrative created by BJP that you are an elitist. You are a vocational politician.
Well, the thing to understand is I stand and have always stood for certain ideas. And that, of course, disturbs the BJP, disturbs the RSS, and disturbs other forces. Thousands of crores of media money, of media energy has been spent in trying to shape me in a way which is just untruthful and wrong. That machine is going to continue. And that machine is a very well-oiled, very financially rich machine. My truth is different. It has always been different. And the people who care to look carefully will see what I stand for and what my truth is. For me, this Yatra, of course, there's a political element to it. There are many Congress people there. There are many political people there. But for me, the main purpose of this Yatra I see in the political system a distance, and I don't just say it, I say it across the board. I see a distance that has developed between the political class and our citizens. The idea for me was to go right on the road and go close physically to our people. Now, this is very different than going in a car or going in a plane or even reaching out like this through the media, right? First reason is there is no effort here. This is easy, right? I can sit here, I can have my water, I can be comfortable, and I can speak. In a car, get in the car, somebody else drives, I arrive there, etc. Now that is what most of the political class has got accustomed to. I am by nature, I believe in tapasya. That is my nature. That is my family's nature, has always been. And so I wanted an element in this communication with people. I wanted an element of suffering. for myself. I didn't want it to be easy. And so I thought, okay, what would be something that would make me suffer, so that while I'm talking to my people, I can share in their suffering a little bit. That was the idea. So I find that to be a very powerful experience. When you are walking on the road and you're speaking to your people, after having suffered a little bit, not much, not as much as many of them do, the communication is better. Communication meaning they speak more clearly because they say, oh, देखो सड़क पे चल रहा है, and you listen more clearly because you understand much better the discussion. For me, it's been a learning experience. Frankly, it hasn't even begun yet. To be honest with you, it's kitna, how long is it?
31 days.
Yeah, 31 days is nothing. Right? For me, it's 31 days. So it's not really begun. But I can see already the advantages of this type of communication.
Okay, Sharat.
Also, I can see the thing that is most beautiful and powerful for me. And I don't mean this with disrespect. But there is quite a lot of dishonesty in this. Right? There is a lot of dishonesty in this. When I'm speaking, in those cameras, behind those cameras, there are interests. They will distort what I am saying. Automatically. Even when you don't want to do it, they'll do it. Right? That is a much more truthful conversation. Cannot be distorted. So that is, I'm finding that quite a beautiful experience. Also, the thing I'm realizing, which I always believed, but is becoming crystal clear to me. Two things. One is, there is tremendous wisdom in our people. Huge wisdom that is wasted by the type of politics and by the type of system that we are running. There is also tremendous suffering in our people because they are unable, because of the system, the political system, political machine that is being run in India, they are unable to do what they need to do to actually become successful. Right? So these are the things I'm finding. I'm also finding huge amount of support. Not just support to me, right? And I don't mean it by numbers. So you will only see support from numbers. You will say, देखो, you will ask the question, अच्छा, यहाँ पे 100 लोग चल रहे हैं, या 1000 लोग चल रहे हैं, या 10,000 लोग चल रहे हैं. That is not the question I'm asking. I am getting support from individuals that is much more powerful than 500,000 people. What they are saying to me, how they are transmitting it to me, how they are telling me their stories, that to me is huge amount of support.
Thank you, Rahulji.
Namaste, Rahulji.
Sharat.
Rahulji.
Who is your chief ministerial?
I understood that.
You understand.
You spoke in Kannada, but I got it. Look, I know I know you're interested in disturbing and disrupting the process of the Congress party. I know that. And that is your prerogative. That's what makes news. But we have a formidable team in Karnataka. We have leaders who are complementary, who are brilliant leaders. And once we win the election, the decision on who is going to be chief minister is going to be taken through a process that is carried out in the Congress party.
Shukriya. Madhu.
Namaste, Rahul.
Ek minute, Madhu.
Gandhi ji. Hello.
Madhu.
Sir.
1 minute, please. Madhu, I have called Madhu. Let's follow some rules, please. One question, please. One question, no two issues. One
No,
question.
he's saying 2 issues, 1 question.
One question in short, please.
No, not at all. The main issue that the people of India are feeling, right? Number one, and this is every single youngster I have come across, I ask them, simple question, I ask them, what are you doing? Most of them studying, university, college, school. Then I ask them the second question. Do you think that you are going to get a job after you graduate? 90% of them say to me, no, we are not going to get a job. That is issue number one. Issue number two, if you speak to farmers, workers, even middle class people, they will tell you about prices. Right? They will say prices are just skyrocketing. These are the two issues that are top of mind in the Indian mind today. So obviously we have to focus on these issues. However, there is also a connected issue which you have raised, which is a fundamental issue, which is, why is it that the Chinese army is sitting today inside Indian territory? They have occupied more than 1,000 square kilometers, about slightly smaller area than Delhi. That's not a small area, right? And the government refuses to do anything about it. The government refuses a discussion. They refused a discussion in parliament. They're scared of a discussion in parliament. Prime Minister has stated that no land has been taken. Right? Now, please think about this. If you are a Chinese person negotiating with Indian people, and the Indian Prime Minister has said, no land has been taken, what is the message that the Chinese person is taking? Message is the Prime Minister of India is saying that this is our land. Right? So by his statement, the Prime Minister himself has destroyed India's negotiating position. These are facts. They are not going away. And we will continue to raise them. But those other two issues are top of mind for people. And those are very, very important issues as well.
Rahulji, we have 5 minutes. We have many questions. I would request you to keep your answers short also. Anwar.
मैंने 2019 में चिट्ठी लिखी थी, उसको आप पढ़ लीजिए, उसमें मेरा उसका जवाब है.
एक मिनट रवि, हाँ. संक्षिप्त में
बिल्कुल हो रहे हैं. बिल्कुल.
हाँ जैनेंद्र, एक मिनट, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, जैनेंद्र.
राहुल जी, बीते दिनों में राजस्थान में बहुत कुछ पॉलिटिकल डेवलपमेंट देखने को मिला. वहां पर ऑब्जर्वर गए थे, लेकिन सीएलपी की मीटिंग नहीं हो पाई और उसकी वजह से अशोक गहलोत जो पहले जिन्होंने कहा था कि वो चुनाव लड़ेंगे, कोच्चि में कहा था, बाद में वो रेस के बाहर हो गए. पूरे डेवलपमेंट को आप कैसे देखते हैं? क्या सीएलपी की मीटिंग ना होने से आप आहत हैं? और साथ ही जिस दुनिया के नंबर 2 सबसे धनी
जैनेंद्र, ये भारत जोड़ो यात्रा से जुड़ा हुआ नहीं है. सॉरी, मुझे अफसोस है, मुझे आपको काटना पड़ेगा. भारत जोड़ो यात्रा पर सवाल, भारत जोड़ो यात्रा पर सवाल.
But Jairam,
रंजिता,
Jairam. See, he's asking a question about Rajasthan, second richest person in India. Yes. Now I'll give you the answer to the question because it's a important question. हिंदी में मिस्टर अदानी ने राजस्थान के लिए 60,000 करोड़ रुपए का इन्वेस्टमेंट का प्रपोजल दिया है. कोई भी चीफ से प्रपोजल को रिव्यू नहीं कर सकता. ठीक है. मेरी पोजीशन मोनोपोली के खिलाफ है. राजस्थान सरकार ने अदानी जी को कोई प्रेफरेंशियल ट्रीटमेंट नहीं दिया है. राजस्थान की सरकार ने अपने पॉलिटिकल पावर को यूज करके अदानी जी की बिजनेस की मदद नहीं की है. मेरा विरोध इस बात का है कि बीजेपी की सरकार 2-3 लोगों को हिंदुस्तान के सब बिजनेसेस की मोनोपोलिस्ट बना रही है और इसके मैं खिलाफ हूं. मैं ना बिजनेस के खिलाफ हूं ना कॉर्पोरेट्स के खिलाफ हूं. मैं कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ कैपिटल के खिलाफ हूं. अब देखिए, अगर पूरा का पूरा पॉलिटिकल पावर अनफेयरली 2 या 3 व्यक्तियों की मदद करने में लग जाएगा तो इससे हिंदुस्तान का नुकसान होता है. अगर राजस्थान की सरकार ने अदानी जी को गलत तरीके से राजस्थान में बिजनेस दिया तो मैं उसके बिल्कुल खिलाफ, मैं खड़ा हो जाऊंगा. मगर अगर फेयर प्रोसीजर के साथ दिया है, आई हैव नो प्रॉब्लम.
अभी
I like to answer that in
एक मिनट.
I want, Jairam, I want to answer that in English also.
Okay, please.
Because it's an important question. Mr. Adani has committed 60,000 crores to Rajasthan. No chief minister can refuse such an offer. In fact, it would not be correct for a chief minister to refuse such an offer. My contention is in the use of political power to help certain chosen businesses. My opposition is to 2 or 3 or 4 large businesses being helped politically to monopolize every single business in this country. That is where my opposition is. I am in no way against the corporates. I'm in no way against business, but I am against the complete monopolization of Indian business because that weakens the country. And today what we are seeing, what is being done by the BJP government is complete monopolization of all businesses by helping a chosen few businesses. That's my problem.
Sir, I just like
Thank
to
you.
complete
Thank you, Rahul ji. Thank you, Rahul ji.
Jairam,
This,
Jairam,
there are
finally, the Rajasthan government has not used political power to help Mr. Adani in Rajasthan. The day they do that, I will be standing in opposition.
Sir, I'd like to complete
Thank
my
you,
question there on the Yatra,
thank
sir.
you, Rahul ji.
I'd like to complete.
I'm sorry.
Sir,
I'm
just
sorry,
a
he has
last
to
question on the
he has to
Yatra.
leave. This is his third press conference. ये इनका तीसरा